Joseph Hulsbush in 2012. Um, it was a night. He did not want to come over. I begged him to come over. Um, he was sick of feeling anything for me, and so I said, "Don't worry about it. We're dolls. We're just dolls. We can't feel anything." Obviously, not the proper thing to say to somebody who is a paranoid schizophrenic. Because when he came over, he held a gun to my head and a knife to my back, and he said, "Where are the woods? I'm taking you to the fucking woods." He said, on the way back up, "Don't fall, or I'll drag you by your fucking feet." While we were down in the woods, he made me watch him burn a novel that I had been working on for 3 years. Um, he came to my door and he said, "Well, let's go inside." And I said, "No, you really can't, you really can't." But, he was on so many drugs and he had a gun and a knife, and so I had to let him in, and, he, sexually tortured me for 3 hours. He cut all over my skin with the knife, like my skin was paper to him. And, and then he slit my throat 3 times. And when I finally tried to fight back, he choked me to near unconsciousness. After he left, I immediately called the police. I mean, he held me captive for 8 to 10 hours. So I obviously wasn't able to call for help. And, uh, so the police were total pricks. They said, "Well, why didn't you report this last night?" And then they just left. And that's what made me snap and take over 120 different kinds of pills. The most pills, the most of one type of pill that I took was a drug that's a lot like Adderall. So I was I ended up in the ICU unit. They're basically waiting for me to have a heart attack. And, yeah. I got to go home like a week later. When I was in the hospital, I had my first post-traumatic stress disorder seizure. I was watching TV on the unit, and a TV show comes on, someone with a gun, and I just started convulsing. I only had those seizures in the summer, and I think it's because this happened in the summer. So, yeah, that's my horror story.